In the next 24 hours, the release clause of Eberechi Eze will expire. So basically, Arsenal from today on can't go pay the clause and get the player. It will take a negotiation with Crystal Palace. According to my sources, this negotiation, club to club, has not started yet. In the last 3 days, someone said the negotiation started. I'm told that the negotiation club to club has not started yet. But sources at Crystal Palace expect Arsenal to arrive for Eberechi Eze. Why? Because Arsenal have been in contact for months now with the agents of Eze, because Eze is very appreciated by Arsenal, because Arsenal still want to add a player if they will have the opportunity to, and Eze is their favourite because they spoke to the player several times and the player is also very keen on a move. So Palace expect Arsenal to arrive. Let's see when, let's see how this conversation will go, let's see financially what they can do, but now the clause has 24 hours. Then the story is going to be over in the next hours, basically, for Eberechi Eze in terms of the release clause. It's going to be over for the clause, not for Arsenal, because Arsenal remain absolutely interested in the player. The guy's important.
Hey, let's get to Arsenal then. Mikel Arteta has been speaking to the media today. By the sounds of things, he's still pushing for more signings before the end of this window.
Well, I said that I was extremely happy with the way that we have approached the window and how aggressive we've been, and there's still a long period still with the window open. So far we are very happy with what we have achieved. Make sure that at the end of the window we continue to be super happy.
Okay, so he wants to be super happy. What does that exactly mean, Dharmesh? I mean, they've brought in a decent amount of players. They got that elusive striker they wanted. What's next?
Well, decent amount of players, 6 players.
Yeah.
Kepa, you could argue the best. Well, what a goalkeeping department! What a goalkeeping department now at Arsenal. Christian Mosquera, centre back. Martin Zubimendi, Christian Norgard, Noni Madueke and Victor Gyökeres. I've been talking about them all winter. I've memorised them all now. But the focus has turned to potential sales. That said, we're told that interest does remain in Crystal Palace's Eberechi Eze, and dialogue quite significantly remains open between Arsenal and his representatives. Look, he's got a release clause in his contract, has Eze. We believe that to be around £68 million all in, which is an initial £60 million plus £8 million in performance-related add-ons. And even more significantly, perhaps, we understand that Eze is potentially open to that move. It's just one to keep an eye on in the final few weeks of this transfer window. But for now, as I mentioned, they're looking at possible departures. Fulham remain in talks with Arsenal over a possible loan move for Reiss Nelson. He was there for a season-long loan last season, though it was cut short in December with a serious hamstring injury. And it's thought that the club are listening to suitable offers for a number of other players, including Alexander Zinchenko, Fabio Vieira, Albert Sambi Lokonga, who is still at the club. James was saying in the break, he's still there. Yes. He's still there.
Only 25 still.
Wow.
Yeah, and Borussia Dortmund are interested in Leandro Trossard. That was a report that Sky Germany mentioned last week. Arsenal not actively looking to sell Trossard because he is a great squad player for them. But you just wonder, with the 2 years left of his contract, with the likes of Noni Madueke coming in, with the likes of Victor Gyökeres coming in, will that further reduce the game time that Leandro Trossard would want next season? Maybe something for him to think about if there is concrete interest in him.
And just briefly, on Eze, he wants to go to Arsenal, right? As a player, he's just sitting there waiting?
No, he's just... all I've said is that he would potentially be open to the move. Arsenal, we know, are interested. They've been interested throughout this transfer window. But it is a case that it is a lot of money. And Crystal Palace are likely to want that full release clause paid. Whereas Arsenal could do one of two things. Yes, meet the release clause or maybe negotiate on it. And that doesn't necessarily mean pay less.
Now with Eberechi Eze, where are we at with this one?
Yeah, look, first of all, Arsenal, yes, as you mentioned, busy in the market so far. 6 players already they've brought in. Victor Gyökeres, the latest of which joining the likes of Martin Zubimendi, Christian Norgard, Christian Mosquera, Kepa Arrizabalaga, Noni Madueke. Outgoing's probably going to be the focus, but there is still interest in Eberechi Eze of Crystal Palace. 27-year-old's got 2 years left of his contract. Has a release clause around £67 million. Now, Arsenal are in talks with his representatives at this stage, so they've opened dialogue and they understand that the player is keen for the move. He would accept that move, but at the moment, there's no club-to-club contact at present. Arsenal's focus will be on players departing the club, and they're looking like the departure of Reiss Nelson to Fulham. That looks like a potential another loan move, but I think Arsenal prefer that to be a permanent deal. Alexander Zinchenko, they're open to offers. Fabio Vieira as well, Albert Sambi Lokonga. So there's plenty of players that probably need to leave the club first before Arsenal financially can make this deal work. But Eberechi Eze, I mean, for me, I love watching him play. I think he's got so much talent, creativity on that left-hand side, could float inside. I think he offers Arsenal a huge amount of versatility to their play. And the left-hand side of Arsenal's attack has been something they have been looking at improving in this transfer window. They have signed on Madueke. He's predominantly on the right, plays on the right side, back up to Saka maybe, can play on the left, but an Eze in that place is pretty exciting for Arsenal
my goodness.
fans. It really is.
Yeah. And Gyökeres to profit from all of that creative service, you would think. Yeah, so